Amazing trading day. This morning I had an awesome trading session with somebody right at open, working one-on-one with them. All right, let's put this out on Twitter. Whoops, copy. Have to absolutely love copy and paste. It makes life so much easier. All right, so today we are going to look at my new target for Tesla. Remember I gave you guys that crazy target of Tesla that was up at, I don't even remember what it was. Aloha Kawakawa. Hey, that's it. Good morning. Actually, good afternoon for me. 12:20-ish here. And just setting up the chat on the other computer and posting it as here. Just a little bit of housekeeping stuff. Okay, that is sent out. Done there. Delete, close, close. Hey, bad scientist. Welcome, welcome. All right, so are you guys excited about Tesla? Put it in the chat. What do you think? Tesla going up, Tesla going down? What's your opinion? All right, I'm going to see, before I even talk about my next target, I want to hear what your next target is. Because we have been looking at this for a little while now. And I did mention a couple price levels to watch. And we will see. We'll move it on over. Let me bring up the charts. We start off with SPY for today, right? Which one is the one I could subscribe to learning trading on Ticker Talker? That's it. On Ticker Talker, let's go over here. So tickertalker.com. There is a new program coming up, okay? You simply sign in, you create your profile, go to Marketplace. And then we have leaders and products, Hey, there's Jane, right? You click on it, it'll show you everything that is available, my trade ideas, live room, courses that I have. So I do have a free one all about how to use my trade ideas, and then have the bare basics terminology. So this is a video all about it. You have two prices. I did it last night. So hello, hello, hello. All right. So that's how to subscribe to that if you had a question about that. Let's head back over to the SPY. So I mentioned yesterday, if we close above 380, likely seeing new highs in the market. We do have the volatility that is setting up now in the market. And it looks as if we could have a major move to the upside. Now, I was teaching someone, so I moved my bullish trade level and my bearish trade level. Actually, I just deleted my bear trade level. It was down here, roughly 378.80, and my bull level was at 380. And sure enough, we broke 380 and just have really been squeezing those shorts on the SPY up today. Same thing on the Qs. Let's get rid of the extended hours here. Same scenario, nice trade here. Oh, and if you guys are curious, with my products that I have here, because it's mine, I think I can show it to you. So let's see. If I click on it, no. But if I go this way, you guys can see how I would get into it. If I were to create one, I can still show you. These are my charts and my ideas. So you see, I put the charts there as well, and you get it as a text message. So you can have these at your fingertips before the market opens. And it gives you the levels to watch and the chart as well. Can't figure the difference. For what? That's it. You can't figure the difference for what? The newsletter has 10 and then, or excuse me, the newsletter has 12 and the trade ideas only has 7. That's the big difference. All right, so Qs, nice bullish trade there today. Are we heading to higher highs? Likely. Here's what my thought is when you talk about the EMA on YouTube. I'm not sure what you're referring to. So let's see. Let's look for 331 up on the, I don't get why we use the 425. You know what? I use the 425. That's it because it works. That's the reason why I use it. Someone mentioned to me to put it on my chart, so I put it on my chart and liked it ever since, so I kept it. And when I talk about the float has to do with the number of shares that are outstanding for people to trade. So the float makes a difference as far as, oh, I just discovered something new in my shirt. Very exciting. That the float, if it's less than 20 million, is going to be lower float, meaning that there's not a large supply, so it could be more volatile and travel more quickly. It's on the Ticker Talker subscription. Yes. When we are talking about the float of a stock, so that you understand how large or small the outstanding number of shares is. Does that make sense? I might do it. That's it. I appreciate it. I can redo the video, that's intro video. Stephanie rejected me 5 or more years ago. Okay. So with the Qs breaking out as well, IWM, are we back up here? Almost. We're climbing back up with that. Yeah, it is like a job, for sure. You have to love it and have a passion for it. So would watch to see if we can break above 1216, likely back up in here. I would aim for the mid target up here at 219.82. And Dow Jones, yeah, you have to train, for sure. That's it. You do have to train in trading. So look at how we bounced off of this moving average, which was from the highs, and now that's bounced and flipped to a support trend line instead of a resistance trend line. So now it's bouncing up. We're testing the 20 simple moving average on the daily on the Dow Jones. So looking for this again, let's check. Let's put a future target up at 315 for Dow Jones. All right. Let's continue on down to the list. Now, I do have on there Tesla, gold, and silver that we're going to talk about today. Let's start off with Tesla, right? So looking at Tesla, we have this upward trend that we were riding. We broke up from it, came back down, hit the midline, also off of the anchored VWAP, and moved to the upside. Now, I had this box over here, 868. If we close above 868, I like this higher. What do you guys think is my target for Tesla? What do you think my future target is on Tesla? I think you guys are going to be shocked. Throw out what your perspective target is for Tesla. 1,000, 10, 25, 1,200. It's on the net. 1,500. 1,348 is going to be my next target to the moon. I like it. Well, you know, we've already got Richard Branson with Virgin Galactic, right? Space Virgin Galactic. Why not Tesla too, right? Well, here we go. I'm looking at this using Elliott wave theory. What's the time frame? I'm going to measure it out this way. Let's see. How long did it take us to get here? This took 35 trading days. So 35 trading days, 52 days. No, that's it. Not talking about next week. No. Not talking about next week. Looking at this, I would say, all right, we are going to see potentially up to 1347, and that this could take maybe 35 days. Give it 2 months time frame. So maybe let's say by April Fools, I'm going to call out April Fools will be at 1348. All right, where's my pen? Sorry, I've been doing a lot today. I have my notebook. Here's my pen. Look at this. This is when I got a nice little Swarovski pen. Can you guys see it? Bling bling pen. So we're going to put that out there. April Fools, 1347.50 as a Tesla target. That's my thoughts on that. All right, and let's look at gold. So gold, I wonder if I have my fibs on. I do. Liking gold as long as we can stay up to 186.50 to move to the upside. Buying the dip on AMC netted you 45% in 75 minutes. Nice job, bad scientist. That wave we are in, and where do you consider the start of wave one? Theo, I would be looking at it as the beginning of wave 5 right there. Salve, I still have to experiment with the anchored VWAP. I use 13 and 50 EMAs with MACD. Yeah, play around with it. Play around with that anchored VWAP. I use a bunch of different tools. There's not necessarily just one thing. I compile it all together, as you guys can see. But, you know, there are some mathematical calculations that come true with trading. Moving averages make a more of a significant role, in my opinion, for targets with algorithms. So on day trading, I would look more at a shorter term time frame, 5 minute, 15 minute, 45 minute. For swing trading, would look more at a daily chart or 24-hour chart to look for the prospective move, right? Well, let's see, we have this trend right now. We've broken down the close from today. Could be very significant. Would like to see this close back above 172.50 or really 173. I would prefer to see this close above 173, and then looking for 185 or greater. Actually, if we measure it out, right, we could have a potential really massive move. We might be heading up to 225. So keeping it on watch to see. Also with silver, same scenario. We have a bigger potential move to come. We broke out of this trend. This was the trend line set up over here. Now I'm going to adjust this because this, not this one, but we have a new trend line right here to test. And I'm going to get rid of this one. So we've broken that one. Came back down, we're testing it, we're on our daily. Hey, good evening, Chris. Where are you tuning in from that it's evening for you? Are you in London? I feel like you're in London with Mark. And this could simply be consolidating down here and ready to move to the upside. All right, these are volume weighted average price from quite a way back. Let's check and see from down here. All right, we're just below. How far back is this going? Warrington, England. All right, I got it. Look at that. We're testing this volume weighted anchor price back here from the 14th of December. So will this run up higher? There's a good chance to that, right? Yes. Oh my goodness. Wall Street Bets was all over supposedly the silver short squeeze. And then they said, no, don't squeeze it because then that's going to make people more money, the big hedge funds. Well, now the really big level to watch is going to be the break of the 27 area up here. Looking for that break of the 27 area for a bigger move. We do have quite a range that we could move. We had the big breakout back here in July of last year, so roughly 6 months ago, and now it's setting up potentially for a bigger move to the upside. We have a bit of a cup right here. Maybe this is a handle. Let's see if we go all the way back down here, 20 to 27, 7 points. Have we retraced 3.5 points? No, not yet. So it's less than 50% of retracement. 30 to 50% for the handle could indicate a bigger move up the depth of the cup. So 27 to 20, we'll call it. So $6.80. So if we go above here, we're looking at $33.80, maybe $34 potential target if we can break out of this wedge right here. All right, let's check out the list for today. So we start off, we had Jumia. Supposedly there was a rumor that Amazon was going to buy them out. Well, buy the rumor, sell the news, maybe gap up, fake out. Looks like a bit of a head and shoulders move, shoulder, head, came and tested that resistance again and pulling back down. So if we break below here, would look for the measurement 62 up, we'll call it to 66.50, 62.80 to 66.50. So $3.70 back down. So we might have a $3.70 move to the downside, which would put it back roughly over down here, roughly 59.20 would be my target to the downside there. Oh, look, somebody just shorted it, right? SPCE, this was one on Wall Street Bets list and also on the higher short interest list, lower float stock. Well, drop on this one. Much of the ones that had crazy momentum to the upside now have a bit of a pullback. And we're seeing that these GameStop, AMC, let's check out GameStop. Is it still halted? I know it was halted earlier today. Nope, we're trading again. Active trading already on it. Well, we had this downward trend line. This was a trend line set up from this slower move right here. Let's take this out. Let's break this out. And are we going to close above the 21 EMA on the daily? Will we have a dead cat bounce on this? Does look like quite a large amount of buying came in down here at 84.44 roughly. And will this surge back up? Would be looking for a break above 163.50. Further confirmation above that 200 on the 45-minute chart. So above 178.40 for GameStop to the upside. Let's check out AMC. All right, so AMC definitely had a pullback. Nice, so you got in down here, I'm guessing. Were you using that 425, Bad Scientist? Hello, Diego. Welcome, welcome. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys, if you guys like the live stream, hit the like button, please, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. The likes help YouTube to share it to more people so that I can help more people at once. All right, so this came back down, hit the 425 on the 24-hour chart. What's a dead cat bounce? I've heard the terminology before. Is this when it bounces on support and goes bullish? So Self, what happens in a dead cat bounce is similar somewhat to when we go up over here. So this would be a scenario of a dead cat bounce right here. It drops, bounce, drop. Think of a ball. You drop it down, it bounces. And every time it might bounce a little bit lower. And also, this somewhat plays into, nice, Bad Scientist. So on this one, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This could be a corrective wave, A, B, C, and then it might go into a downward wave after that. Or just continue up to the upside. But these are, if you think of a little bouncy ball, right? You drop the ball down and it bounces. And then the next time it drops, it has a little bounce. And then the next time, potentially a smaller bounce. So think of the dead cat bounce as something like that. Bullish reversal of a falling knife. But it's not always 100% reversal, right? The dead cat bounce is a bounce and many times a continuation back to the downside. I feel like I'm looking a little bit washed out here. There, that's a little better. All right. Let me delete this line over here on AMC. So I didn't have AMC on my list. This is from before. All right. We did have SPCE, PDDO, 65%. Yes, 65% short float on PDD today. Nice squeeze it open above that. Yes. Bad Scientist, you make me laugh with all your terminology. This had a nice run up pre-market. Let's put on the 15-minute chart, see it more clearly. So right at market open came up. Oh, hey, let's turn off our pivots right there. And a little bit of a gravestone doji at the top, pulled back down, hit the moving averages, starting to ride back up. Will it break above 183? That's going to be a question. If it does, potentially a next big move again, and then it would have to test that 184 level. But looking like it's hitting a bit of a resistance right here, a bit of a triangle. The next big momentum trade will likely be the break up or break down from this little triangle. All right, GVO today also had the potential to continue with this gap up, and it gapped and failed. This blue line is the day prior. Oh yeah, I'm looking at it right now, Josh. So this blue line is the close of the prior day. So a lot of times, roughly 80% of the time, stocks, in specific the SPY, will close the gap. Now it doesn't always happen. Today on the SPY, did we close the gap? No. So you have to keep that in mind, but many times we will close the gap back down to that prior day close. So that's why I do have this blue dash line on here to see where visually I don't have to look at the price action. I say, aha, okay, well now the prior day close is looking like a little bit of support. We dropped a little bit below and now it's really holding a support for right now. Will this be that support level that we will catapult up of? Thanks, Randy. Yeah, I've got some quarantine weight, about 8 pounds I need to work off. So doing my spin class. Yeah, if you guys do not, if you're brand new to my channel, first of all, welcome. Second of all, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do a live stream of yoga early in the morning before the market opens, and I post it on Twitter as well. If you'd like to do 15 to 20 minutes of yoga just to calm yourself down, get yourself ready for the day, clear your head, and make sure that you're present in your trading. So Oxy today had a bounce the past couple days. It almost looks like a rounded bottom right here, but I wasn't sure if it was going to do this or come back down. And it seems as if it's just sort of maybe the big guys are laying a position today, getting ready for a bigger move. They are not necessarily taking it up or taking it down a little bit, 15 minutes. The first 15 minutes is crazy and wild. That could have been some really, some shorts that got squeezed. They were getting out of their trades and sucking some newbie long traders in the first 15 minutes. So keeping this on watch. Looks like it might have a bigger day tomorrow because today it's been pretty All right, Baba today. Baba with earnings pulled back, hit a trend line. So this one looks as if it might be primed to catapult up. Let's see, is earnings after? We had 20 cents, gapped up, pulled back to this trend line, and now we're bouncing. So this is sort of the breakout, false breakout. You know what I need to do though? Because this, I need to, oops, I'll just get rid of that one anyways. This line, I want to put it over here. Aha, see now it's not looking so good. Want to see that this would break out up above and continue. Good afternoon, Walter. All right, AG as well on the list. This was also one of the targets of Wall Street Bets. Pretty much all of Wall Street Bets targets and stocks today all pulled back. I don't know, maybe he said, get out, get out. I have no idea, not following him. But it seems as if they are all taking some profit. BP as well had earnings and a big drop for the day. Continuing with this downward trend, we did keep on watch yesterday. It was also on my watch list. And did it hold? Well, it did close above the 50 simple moving average, but now after earnings, big drop down, potential to come back down to $19.90, $20 area down here. So we might see that it bounces a little bit, has that dead cat bounce, and then it comes back down. This would kind of be a dead cat bounce. So it drops, bounces up. Hey, look, we're hitting some moving averages, a little bit of resistance on those averages, some selling pressure, and we continue back down. The big continuation move would be breaking below 2050. All right, NNDM as well, which is definitely gaining strength right now. Look at that. It's just running up to the upside. Oh, look at that. As quickly as it went up to 1520, now it's back down to 1488. Let's look at it on 5 minute. Definitely squeeze some people right here. There you go. There's a reason why I had that. Look at how it broke out. Look at all the volume that came in after it broke that level. Awesome. Now you guys see why these levels are important. If it's breaking a level, there's that free, clear, no traffic trade. Where did it stop? Well, it stopped just above this one over here, 15.13. We went to 15.18, 5 cents more. Potentially that next one would be on up to 15.62. Okay, Josh is saying it. You took actuary science in college, and we focused heavily on financial derivatives, but never anything on charting. I was wondering if you knew a resource that I can do elementary charting. Josh, there's a lot of great stuff on YouTube. There's a lot of great books. There's a technical analysis book by Brian Shannon. Here, let me actually, I will give you the link to all the books that I have on my recommended reading list. So 2 seconds while that uploads up there. And we'll continue on with Lumen. So on Lumen, had a nice potential short right here. Sure enough, 40 cents to the downside. You can see the resistance. We are setting lower highs right here. And I would check that out. Here we go, Josh. There's the list of books right there. So this is setting lower highs today, has earnings coming up, has been in the downward trend, and put this here. You can see pretty much that is the downward trend right there. Yeah, my pleasure. Check out the one that Brian Shannon wrote. He's got some great books about technical analysis right there. And obviously technical analysis is simply just reading the charts. No science, no fundamentals of the valuation of the company, simply the technicals. You can see we have a coiling triangle that's setting up right here. Do we break out up above 1160? All right, let's measure it. 1169 down to 1139, 30-point move. If we break down here, target 1122 down here for the short trade. Down, that would be my target for the next point at which to cover. All right, do you all have any other stocks that you would like to check out today? Let's check out Amazon. Amazon is breaking out. They have earnings after the bell today, I believe. I believe it's after the bell. Yeah, estimated $7.19 per share. AMD, yeah, Pauline, we'll look at that. So right here, I would look for the confirmation above 3,500. We've tested this area, broken above, but this is the last high as former resistance. So I would check that one out. See if we break above that. This one would likely be good to watch after hours to see if we do break above that. We could be heading up to 4,400 for Amazon. So that was my target on Amazon. Okay, AMD. Let's check out AMD on the daily chart over here. So AMD came down, seems to have a little bit more volume on this day. We are starting to overtake that. So I like the fact that we're overtaking this. Would want to see this break above 89 and then continue to the upside. Let's get rid of this right here. Readjust it over here. So we have a bit of an ascending triangle now. You see that we'll put our support now is over here and our resistance is up here. So I'd look for a break above 89, 90, I'd say, and then move it on up. If we can break above 95, potential move. Pfizer, yes, we'll look at Pfizer. Also, I forgot to check this one out today. Quanta, how are we doing on Quanta? Big pullback down to 8 cents. Massive, massive volume today. All right. Enough of my soapbox for Quanta. Let's look at CGC for Randy. All right, Randy, like it. Nice job here on CGC breaking out. Let's go back to all-time highs. So next potential would be resistance up at 44. Right here, if it breaks above 44, probably a quick move up to 48. Definitely squeezing some shorts. We have a parabolic month right here after breaking out of this resistance at $30. 34.50 support with a breakout of VWAP near 34.85. Oh, you're talking about Pfizer. Got it. ATVI. Let's check this out on the daily chart, 24 hours. Even on the monthly right there, you can see that we've broken this resistance. If this fails, a potential head and shoulders, right? Resistance, if we curl back down and we're not able to stay above $93 today, a potential head and shoulders, also with earnings coming up. With earnings are happening on Thursday, so keep that in mind if you are long this, that it is gambling holding over earnings, especially since some of the earnings reports have ended up in negative price movement. So just keep that in mind. VPER. Yeah, we'll look at Apple. Oh, nice. Viper Networks. Nice breakout of a downward trend right here. I'm not really a penny stock trader, but this does look technically as a nice breakout on the chart. Looks like it has some strong resistance right here. Let's see, what is this move right here? This was 0.0008, not one that I'm into trading. Let's see this. That's not what I wanted. I wanted this. So potentially up, if we measure another 100% move there, up to maybe 15.015 right there. All right, let's look at Apple. And then Microsoft will be the final one. Okay, so Apple, we did bounce off of the 20 simple moving average right here. We're hitting up against a bunch of resistance from these anchored VWAPs, and Apple will really play a part in the SPY and the Qs. For now, it is surging higher. We do have, as soon as we can take out this candlestick right here, I would be more bullish. That's the highest amount of volume that we have had since the downward turn in earnings. Remember that the market tends to be bullish, so if we break above that, that was likely buying on that candlestick. So would watch for the breakout to really be above or close above 135.80. All right. Sava, totally had my fingers not on the right keys there. All right, Sava, very nice. Cassava Sciences. So this one is having just a super parabolic move on Sava today, 32.12. So I don't know, maybe this was one of the heavily shorted stocks, and maybe this is going parabolic because of the low float. Sorry. And now, so I would look at this, Nico, sorry. And this is having parabolic move. Remember, as quickly as they go up, they come back. It's going up, it's coming back. It's going up, it's coming back. My opinion, if this drops below this former support level resistance at 43.40, I would jump ship, in my opinion. Other than that, it's still continuing to ride up. We have a 1, 2, maybe there will be a further leg up, maybe up to $60 up here, but no guarantees, right? All right, let's look at Pfizer. So Pfizer, all right, 34.50 support with breakout of VWAP near 34.85. Yeah, well, right now it does look fairly bearish, right? We broke down from yesterday's close. It just failed, came down to 34.27. Yes, oh my goodness, this is great. Pfizer has the vaccine. How about all the other vaccines that are coming out, right? There are other ones that are coming out. And so as much as that might have been built into their earnings, as soon as they were actually announced as approved for the vaccine, this started to drop. So right now on the daily chart, looking at it, and it is fairly bearish over here. We've broken down below the 200 simple moving average. What's our next support? Likely down here at 34. It did have big volume right here, and we're below that level at roughly 34.88. So I'd keep that on watch, definitely 34.85 area. All right, and final one from That's It, Microsoft. All right, so Microsoft, it's pulling back. It's been quite parabolic, had earnings, shot up from earnings. Parabolic could come back down here. It's really testing that trend line. However, this might come back and fail back down. Look at the longer term upward trend is all the way down here. If Microsoft pulls back, Apple pulls back, and we get bad earnings on Amazon, bye-bye market, right? But I would wait. I'm being extra cautious as far as going into swings this week, as the market is quite volatile. I mean, you saw we pulled back about 7%, and now we're right back to the highs of the market. So please, please, please remember that this week in particular is quite volatile, and in my opinion, day trading is probably easier than swing trading this week. All right. So I'm going to wrap it up for today. I do have an appointment. Thank you guys for joining me today. Remember, if you guys like the live stream, please hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications. A bunch of new videos, static videos to be uploaded instead of live ones. So keep your eyes peeled out for that. If there's anything that you would like to see in future videos, put it in the comments below or shoot me an email at jane@cjanetrade.com. And as always, carpe profit. Seize those profits one trade at a time. Have a great day, guys.